Good morning, good evening, race fans. How are we all doing? Apologies, not sure what's going on with the video there. But all the videos seem to have stopped working for some reason. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Good morning, everyone, though. How are we all doing? My name is John Wright on behalf of TrackSpotTV. We're here for Tasman Racing League Oval Series, sponsored, of course, by Eskimo Tech. Make sure you go over to their website to help support the company, supporting our beloved sim racing. As I say, my name is John Wright. We're here for round number 9. Hopefully everything else is working. It appears to be. It's Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. 150 laps the drivers will be navigating in today's race. For some reason there it says 100. My apologies. I believe it is actually 150. Everything is going wrong this morning. We do absolutely love it. Let's just check and see. No, my apologies. It is actually 100 laps. So there we go. That is correct. That's completely thrown me off. But good evening. Hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to what is going to be another absolute banger of a race this evening. And it could be a championship deciding race as well. Lewis Behadjeri just needs to pull a Lando Norris. If he finishes on the podium, the championship will be his. And of course, Matthew Serrell, the only driver that can realistically catch him before the end of the season, which is fast approaching. We've got Echo Park today, and then it is the final round. 80 laps of Michigan will be up next, so we'll see if Lewis can get himself a leisurely drive next time out by wrapping up the championship today. Given the form that he's been on this season, he'd be hard pushed to find anyone that's going to bet against him. 649 points he's accrued this season, a 120 point gap over Matthew Serrell. Lucas Blake, what a comeback he's had over the season, back up to third place overall. Drew Collins and Nicholas Heath rounding out the top 5. Hutchins, Sanders, De Bono, Tilley and Daniel Hutchins all inside the top 10. Points and places could change further down the order, especially between Llewellyn and Boone Blake. Only a point separating them, and Jared Williams and Damien Coates only separated by 7 points. So more positions could well be changing down there as well. The drivers are out in quali. Let me just see if we can't get some of that action on the go. Yeah, there we go. We do have at least a car out on track. Let's see what qualifying mode is saying to it. Yeah, so we'll get a quick look at the drivers. Apologies, yeah, everything seems to be going wrong today. Spectacular stuff. Oh, but we do have the B-roll back. Sorry, bear with me one moment. So yeah, the drivers are in load qualifying. We'll get the results of that up in a few moments. Remember as well, if you are looking to get involved in some oval racing, this is absolutely the place to go. Give the guys and gals over at TRL a shout. All the links are in the description. We've got Dobbins is broken it. There we go. Too much aura. What is my I rating? Very low. The only I rating I've got is for ovals, and that's a B. But it's been a while since I've raced, so yeah, I've got a 10 on Boone. He better pull through. Oh, there we go. We've got Boone Blake getting himself some backing from the crowd. We'll love to see that. But yeah, no, I'm blaming Boone is 0% chance of winning this. Ooh, there we go. They're going for it in the chat already. Right, the cars are gridding up. Indeed they are. Right, let's get right over to the track just to make sure we can actually get there. Excellente. And we'll get a look at the grid while we are doing so. It's Lucas Blake on the top spot. Yeah, Lucas Blake taking the top spot. Matthew Serrell in second. Lewis Behadger qualifying in third position. Tom Williams in fourth. Nicholas Heath in fifth. Jordan Rich in sixth place. Ryan Llewellyn in seventh. Brendan Johnson in eighth. Rob Tilley in ninth. And Daniel Hutchins qualifying in 10th position. In 11th it's Jay Stern. Michael Sanders is going to start in 12th with Jason Hutchins in 13th position, and Jared Williams starting in 14th place. And there you can see them out on track. 1960 this one was put together, of course, so it is a fairly historic course to say the least. It's 1.5 miles long. Bless me, 1.5 miles long, or just over 1.5 miles long, so of course it is classed as a super speedway. We'll see what the drivers can get up to this week. We saw a lot of safety cars at our shortened track last week. We'll see how they get on this week. Chat's going absolutely well. Tilley for the win. Boone isn't racing. Brilliant. I'll swap out for Lucas then, Oscar says. Yeah, no Boone on the grid this week. No Boone on the grid. There is a safety car coming in. We'll jump straight up to the front with Lucas Blake, and there we go. Green flags. It's foot down. It's flat out when it's flying towards the start line, and then turn number one. It's a good start by Lucas to hold on to the lead. Lewis has already got himself up in position. No messing about from our championship leader. He needs that podium finish. He's already increased his podium standing by one spot. By the look of it, he's got a very, very, very good start. Nicholas Heath up 2 positions as well as Matthew Serrell that's dropped down the order. He's lost out 2 positions. You can see Nicholas Heath making that move up the inside line. Very, very good run for him. And I tell you what, Tom Williams is going to follow him through as well. Serrell has to take the high line. He's going to find himself losing the position as the 2 LBs battle away for the lead, as they've done so often in the past. Not so much this season, certainly the season before. And there's Lucas setting an early marker. Got a bit of a change further down the order. Jay Stern seems to be losing a bit of momentum, and he's losing a couple of positions. Matthew Serrell loses another spot. He's down 3. He has been absolutely bogged down at the start there. A lot like the Mercedes a couple of weeks ago in the F1. Absolutely cannot get that thing moving as one of the cars goes down onto the apron. Rob Tilley almost ended up in the pits on the start lap. He is tumbled down the order as well. He's out on the grass. Beautiful livery once again for Rob this week, but he's picked himself up a drive-through as well. The opening exchanges have not been kind, but they certainly have been to the drivers up at the front. Tom Williams finding himself tucked firmly in this battle once again, or firmly in a battle here up in the top 4. We've got Blake, Behadger, Heath ahead of him, and Matthew Serrell just behind him. In fact, Serrell might try the overtake here as they head down slightly below the line across the start-finish line. We're 4 laps deep already. And it's Matthew Serrell who's set the early fastest lap. Oh, and he's run wide. Lewis Behadger's run wide. He's lost himself a whole lot of momentum there. I'm not sure if it was he was avoiding contact, but he's certainly avoiding the front row of the grid now. He's got himself down into 5th position. So he's suddenly dropped down there. No register of any contact, so it looks like he's just at the back out of that one there. But it's now Blake with a very clear rear view mirror. He's got Williams, Heath and Serrell, a 3-way battle going on behind him for 2nd place, and then Lewis Behadger is going to be the driver that's trying to hold off Jordan Rich. Jordan Rich very, very, very nearly getting into the back of him there. They've all managed to survive. Rob Tilley is in the pits to serve his drive-through, so that's an early drive-through penalty for Tilley. He's going to go a lap down. He'll be hoping for a yellow flag to get himself a lucky dog. As Nicholas Heath has to run right up on the high line there. And that is Behadger making back another position. He's now got Matthew Serrell ahead of him. Serrell The driver charged with bringing the challenge right to the end of the season for him, finding himself running in third, but he's on that high line outside Tom Williams, who's running a very good second place at the moment. They've all caught up to Lucas Blake, as you would expect. That slipstream working superbly for the chasing drivers, and Buhagiar now finds himself in a very interesting position indeed. As you can see, he's got Matthew Serrell just on the outside line. Tom Williams just having a minor wiggle there on the exit to the final corner as they race across the start-finish line to start lap number 8. Fastest lap still with Nicholas Heath at the moment, but they're all clocking the high 31s at the moment, which you would expect at this stage of the race. That pace will drop off as the tyres drop off, so it'll be interesting to see who comes into the pits when. Of course, last week an interesting strategy from Buhagiar. He came in with the very first safety car, under yellow flags. It did seem like a bit of an early pit stop, but it worked out towards the end of the race with all the pit stops, that the safety cars that we saw. No early safety cars here though. We're 8 laps in. It's Blake, Williams and Buhagiar still leading the way. Nicholas Heath finding himself a bit further back now, and he has got himself Matthew Serrell for company. So Serrell really needs to get the finger out here. He's got himself in 5th position. Tilley is still in the pits. So Tilley won't be showing off the livery today. He's still in the pits, and I'll tell you what, this is getting very close. Lucas Blake is now finding himself flanked either side. It's Buhagiar and Williams. As Buhagiar does get the move done on Williams to retake second place, which he has so far already held. Jay Stern and Ryan Llewellyn, as you can see, they're forming a couple of little groups here. We've got Stern and Jordan Rich. Stern and Llewellyn just disappearing out of the server there for a moment, and we should in fact have the track map on as well. There we go, so we can actually see. Oh, big contact. Oh, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 cars absolutely caught. Surely that's going to be a yellow flag. Yes, indeed. Oh, and there we go. More collateral damage. Come cruising into the danger zone. It's Ryan Llewellyn. Oh, just losing the back of the car. Absolute tank slapper, and causes chaos up the grid. We can get a look at that from another angle. In fact, there's Brendan Johnson. Comes into this, oh, just takes a tap in the rear, ends up sideways, double contact, oh, yep, collects himself another car. Bonnet manages to mysteriously make its way back on. Jay Stern, I believe, is the other driver that got caught in this, yep. Oh, and the number 91 as well. Yeah, numbers are being a bit weird again. Excellent. Well, let's jump back to the live footage. So we're going to see a couple of cars coming at the pits. Brendan Johnson, he is in with a meatball flag. Oh, and now a lot of the cars staying out. That answers that question about potential early pit stops under safety flag, under safety car. I'm determined to say safety flag this week. Who is that? Jay Stern and Jason Hutchins. Both into the pits, and in fact there's Matthew Serrell coming in now. So that's Serrell making his way in. Wow, so this is really going to shake up the running order, and this has worked absolute wonders early door for Lewis Buhagiar. He can really rest easy now that Matthew Serrell is so far down the grid, his only real championship challenger. And again, Buhagiar only needs to finish on the podium. It's something he's managed several times this season. So you would think he should be looking good to do so again. Although, yeah, oval racing, anything can happen at any point in time. Let's see what we've got in the chat. Is that a Mustang safety car? I believe it is. I believe it is. Is it not extremely beneficial to run in second the whole time to save on pit stop? To save time on pit stop in the fuel? It can be. It certainly can be, yes. I think the petrol tank will outlast the tyres. Yeah, so it depends how much fuel they do put in, but certainly taking on the changing tyres is certainly what's going to cost them the most time. Plus, with the Xfinities, or the O'Reillys as they're known now, it's all fine and well being in the slipstream, but your engine can do a little bit of overheating as well, I believe. Or certainly, the way I drove them, being in the slipstream certainly helped the engine get a bit cosy, especially around these super speedway tracks, 1.5 miles long. It can certainly... Oh. Yeah, lead to a bit of overheating in the front engine. We are now doubling up once again, so we're back into 2x2. It's going to be Hadger and Blake that are going to lead the way. Nicholas Heath. Oh, we don't need that. Nicholas Heath and Tom Williams are going to join them on the front two rows. This is going to be an interesting restart. Hadger could find himself out in the leading control in the pace. Certainly plenty of side draft and slipstream to aid the drivers behind. Yeah, we did get another shot there. So, yeah, confirmed it is definitely a Mustang safety car. It would be tough to be, really, wouldn't it? What else would you use for American oval racing other than a Mustang as a safety car? There we go then. We are all back out on track. All 14 drivers back out. Oh no, sorry, Brendan Johnson's still in the pits. My apologies. Brendan Johnson is still in the pits. He came in with a meatball flag and he is still in there. We are just coming round the last corner now. Quite the embankment here, as you can see at Echo Park. The drivers are going to have a bit of tyre wear on that inside line, but we are about to see the safety car pull in. There we go. That's some handling that thing's got. If it's able to do that, let's make sure we've got the safety car ready to go. And there we go. We're green flag racing once again, and it is Blake with an absolute rocket of a start. Tom Williams getting a good start. In fact, the top three like absolute lightning out of the gates there. Nicholas Heath getting left behind. Lucas Blake certainly feeling the pressure. Lewis Hadger tucked firmly in between. Oh, can't quite see the car behind in the rear view. Early into spring, hay fever's going wild, but across the start finish line we go once again. It is another race lap under our belts. It's Blake from Hadger, from Williams, from Heath, from Sanders. It's very close down the grid as well. The restart has been very kind to a lot of the drivers, and as we can see, Jason Hutchins and Matthew Serrell are battling away. Serrell looking to charge his way back into the top 5 at least. He knows his championship challenge could fall by the wayside here if he doesn't make... Well, he really needs a race win here and needs Hadger to finish off the podium. He's still got 85 laps to do so. So plenty of time, but you won't want to leave it too long, that's for sure. I don't know why that keeps disappearing, but we'll put that there and that there. As you can see, they're pretty close. So too Hadger and Blake. Now, does Hadger stay behind here, use a bit of bump drafting, although he could be feeling the potential here from Tom Williams. Williams looking very quick indeed. He's hanging right onto that, and the two cars behind, in fact, are managing to catch up. Heath and Sanders. Sanders looking extra shiny this week. Almost looks like a Panini football card, one of the specials. The way the sun and the light is bouncing off that car does look very good. And Hadger, now he looked like he was going to try for a move around the outside there. He's going to hang on in the middle of this pack of 3 though, while another 3 cars catch up behind. That's Jared Williams just behind Sanders and catching up with Blake and Hadger though. Still leading the way, cutting their way through the air. We've got another overtake attempt coming from Jay Stern as well. He's got himself and Matthew Serrell. These two really could be working together to catch up to the cars ahead. Hutchins and Llewellyn going to try and jump on there if they can, and they're getting very close over the front, so we'll stay right here and we will watch. I tell you what, let's get the rear. Everything seems to be freezing for me today. Excellent. There we go. So there is the view from the lead car. That is now dipping under the line there. Oh, now it's Hadger. He's gone round the outside. The way to do it, on the start-finish straight, we saw Lucas Blake just ducked under the apron there onto the flatter part of the track to try and maintain his momentum, but Buhagiar has seen that and he's pulled it around the outside, and he is being followed by Tom Williams. Note Williams now drops down to the inside line, looking for the faster exit here, but it's going to be Buhagiar on the outside line. It's going to temporarily have his nose in the lead. Let's see what Blake does this time across the start-finish line. He stays above the red and white line completely this time. These two absolutely side by side. Tom Williams perfectly positioned to get himself involved, and so too Michael Sanders. He is now right on the back of this pack, so we've got a six-way battle for the lead evolving here, and it's Buhagiar who was going for it around the outside. He now finds himself cut off on that outside line. Tom Williams, the wily campaigner, has managed to get himself onto that inside line and get himself up to second place, and look how quick Sanders is looking behind. He is catching right up to the back of them. So too Nicholas Heath and Tom Williams. A bit of a wiggle there from Sanders as he tries to straighten the car as we head onto the embankment. 21 laps we've got under our belt so far, so we're a fifth of the way through the race, and it is Blake from Buhagiar, from Williams, from Sanders, from Heath, the top seven right on top of one another. Matthew Serrell is leading the rest of the pack. It's himself and Jay Stern, and they are indeed, well, pretty much working together. Although he goes down onto that bottom apron as well. If you're brave enough, absolutely go for it. Oh, and while I've looked away, Lucas Blake has drifted to the outside line, and Buhagiar has used the extra pace from the cars tucked in his slipstream to get his way into the lead. Blake now finding himself down into third position as Tom Williams follows Buhagiar through. So it's all change on the podium. Buhagiar up in the top spot, Williams second, and Lucas Blake in third place. Michael Sanders currently running in fourth position. To Blake on that outside line, and we saw what happened to Buhagiar when he was out there. He ended up back down in third place, and it looks like that is where Blake is going to end up. And I'll tell you what, Michael Sanders might fancy his chances of taking that third place as well. He is very close to Tom Williams, and he's going to need to make a move because Heath and Jared Williams are right in attendance there as well. More onboards, says Oscar Dobbins. Yep, we can definitely do that. What do we think? Do we like gyro, or do we like the front left wheel? I do like the front wheel, I'm going to be honest. That's one of my favourites. It does look very good, especially with the view that you get when these drivers are racing so close. We're on board then with Jared Williams. He's got to look at the five-way battle for the lead. It's Lewis Buhagiar and Lucas Blake. That absolutely. Whoa, and there's been a bit of contact there, a bit of an impromptu bump draft just on that corner exit there, and you can see just how much time that's cost the Colonel. He is going to get absolutely gobbled up around this outside line potentially. Oh, I tell you what, Williams, he got a good run on him there, and that has brought him, that little wiggle from Sanders has brought him instantly right back into this hunt. And that is how quickly these oval races can change perspective. Nicholas Heath on the outside line as well. He is maybe a bit high. He's going to have to bring that one back down closer to the line. Does stay out on the outside line on the corner exit though. No one going onto the apron this time around as we fly across the start-finish line once again. Jared Williams, as you can see, very much back in touch. Oh, and that's a bit of a wiggle from Sanders. Sanders has taken himself out of the equation there. He's hurt himself a bit of a wiggle. Williams and Blake have swapped positions as well up ahead, but that is, why does that keep disappearing? That is very annoying. But there we go, it's Tom Williams that we're on board with. Buhagiar in the lead, and Lucas Blake finds himself all out at sea on that outside line. Nicholas Heath could be about to take the final podium position here with the inside line. Has he got enough momentum to carry this one through? Let's get him on screen. It looks like he does. Oh, and Lucas Blake, and now running in fourth position, championship leader Lewis Buhagiar up on the top spot. And in fact, to confirm that, there we go. So the top three have all improved by 2 positions so far. The biggest gain, of course, Jared Williams, 9 spots as we can see he's made up so far in the race. Not too shabby a showing in the opening third. That is now 28 laps done and dusted. Not many cars took a pit stop. We had, what, 6 cars So actually just short of half the field, my apologies. Just short of half the field taking a pit stop already, of course, under that safety car that we saw earlier. Whoa, and that is very close again from Nicholas Heath. A bit wavered on the exit. I think he might need to stiffen that steering column ever so slightly. Lucas Blake won't need a second invitation to take a run up that inside line. And I tell you what, Jared Williams could well follow him through as well. Nicholas Heath coming under all kinds of pressure here. Lewis Behadger still under pressure from Tom Williams up at the front, but this battle for 4th position seems to be pretty close. One Heath almost. He tried to come back down onto the inside line there. Williams was only keen on sharing lane number 2 as these two cross the start-finish line. Absolutely inseparable, much like the two up at the front, Williams and Behadger. Absolutely flying here, but as Williams has got himself a good run. Yeah, track map for tomorrow. Yep, I'm sure we can pop that up on screen. And yeah, front left wheel, we can certainly do that as well. Are you racing tomorrow, Oscar? It should be a good one. It should be a good one. We've got plenty of racing to come here though in round number 9 of the Oval Series. It's Behadger finding himself running outside. There you go. He is going to let someone else take the lead and cut their way through the air. Save himself a bit of tyres, save himself a bit of fuel. And save that engine. Save that engine as well. And I tell you what, Lewis Behadger, I'm not sure if his tyres have suddenly gone off a cliff, but he is hemorrhaging positions here. Lucas Blake has just gone through. Jared Williams is right in the hunt for this one as well. Oh, and this is getting very close. Nicholas Heath could find himself gifted a few spots here as well with everything that's got going on. We're on board with Heath, as we can see the run that he's got on Behadger. He's absolutely flying. Takes the inside line. Oh, and he really takes the inside line. Is he going to get it back on course? He is indeed. He's going to clip the wall though. That's going to cost him time. And there we go. There goes Jared Williams, absolutely flying back through there. Heath gets the door closed on him by Behadger and finds himself dropping down a couple of positions. Behadger still running in 3rd place, and Tom Williams is now running away with it. He had a decent race last week and he is having a good race so far. He's hung with that top group. He now finds himself with a 3/10 of a second gap, one of the biggest gaps we've seen up at the front of the field so far. Let's get the driver's name up again. Apologies, that keeps disappearing. Very competitive lap times at Road America from the whole field, so definitely going to be a good one. Oh, nice. Oh, yellow flag. I've looked away at the wrong time. I missed what's happened there. Oh, it's Matthew Serrell. I'll tell you what, oh, yeah. Oh, so he's touched the grass. He's lost control. He's gone onto the grass, and that's given him zero grip whatsoever. And that is Matthew Serrell facing the wrong way. Another replay brought to you by Eskimo Tech. As you can see, Matthew Serrell crawling his way. Oh, no, he's overcooked it. On the way back on, and he's had another crash as well. Oh no, so this is the same one, my apologies. So yeah, that is Matthew Serrell with a bit of an unforced error there. Onto the grass and then into the wall. We'll see if anyone comes in. A third of the way into the race, so it could be prime time for drivers to come in and make those tyre changes, and indeed it is. There is Williams, Blake, Behadger, they're all coming into the pits. The engineers are going to be exceptionally busy as the entire field, oh, bar one. We've got one driver staying out, it's Rob Tilley. Yeah, of course, he took the pit stop earlier, so he stayed out. And there goes... Oh no, the battle box not coming up. Yeah, so these two are going to stay out on track. That is Tilley, and I believe... yeah, Brendan Johnson. Doing that funny thing again where the numbers on the side of the car aren't quite matching what we've got on the tower. I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. But that is Johnson being lit past Tilley, so they are going to reorder, and in fact Johnson does receive the lucky dog wave around, so he's going to make his way around and join the back of the pack. Everyone in and out of the pits. Williams does get back out ahead of Buhagiar. Here comes Lucas Blake in third. They're all absolutely filing out the pits side by side. What could possibly go wrong? They are falling back into line. Of course, the in-game stewards will put them back into running order. Yeah, it's going to. I will put them back into their original running order. As you can see, one of the cars, I believe, yeah, Brendan Johnson just catching up to the back of the grid. Won't help the old championship run indeed. So it's going to be Williams that's going to go back out in the lead. Buhagiar in second, Nicholas Heath in third ahead of, there is Lucas Blake there. He's going to be in fifth position ahead of Williams and Stern. Brings the group nice and close back together again. There is Brendan Johnson down at the back of the field. Rob Tilley, who is running last, but he is at the front of the group, and he is now getting a wave around. Oh no, I thought it was Johnson that got a wave around. The stewards have waited a while to do that one. So yeah, that's the in-game stewards reordering the car, and it's taken till now to unleash Tilley. So he is going to catch up to the rest of the grid. He should get it done by the end of this lap, no problem. He's allowed to get the hammer down. The rest of the field are queuing up behind the Mustang, and they are already in double file, so we are going to be starting at the end of this lap. But we're only halfway through, so that gives Tilley plenty of time to catch up, plenty of time to have a quick look at his livery. No, we're not getting the close camera today, unfortunately. Of course, Tilley, that does make the intro videos. I'm not sure why they stalled. We'll get tech to look at that after the broadcast, try and get that up and running again. Not sure why they both froze. It'll be an interesting one in the chat at the moment. What we're now 37 laps in. There's Tilley at the back of the field. Buhagiar is going to lead us away once again. The safety car will come into the pits for at the end of this lap, and we will be green flag racing again. It'll be Buhagiar from Williams, from Heath, from Blake, from Williams, from Stern in the top six. There's the safety car coming in. And there we go, green flags. Oh, and I tell you what, I hope Williams was in the lead there. Yes, he was. Right, so it looked like he overtook on the inside line there, but no, he's gotten away with that one because he was officially in the lead of the race, of course. Great start by the top two. The rest all lagging ever so slightly behind. And let's bring that up so we can see exactly what is in fact going on. And it's Jared Williams who's right in this battle here. Nicholas Heath, Lucas Blake on that outside line. Michael Sanders finding himself battling with Jay Stern. And I tell you what, Ryan Llewellyn is coming very quickly a calling as well on this battle. He finds himself right on the back of that as Buhagiar and Blake trying to get themselves past Tom Williams. Williams taking a bit of a higher line, and Lucas Blake looking to make a bit of a nuisance of himself on that inside line. Buhagiar, he's going to have to think about leaving space there, or there is going to be contact. He does indeed, and that leaves Blake the run to take that inside line. Buhagiar still in the slipstream from the car ahead as the other Williams brother, Jared Williams. Sorry, they're not brothers. It's the Hutchins that are brothers, not the Williams. Oh, and Jay Stern's picked up a meatball. Jay Stern has picked up a meatball flag again. That's not registered on my incident list, unfortunately, but he's got himself a meatball flag. That's a lot of damage he must have picked up, so he's going to come into the pits as Blake tries to get himself up into second place. He's still holding that inside line, so the fresher tyres doing him well on the inside line, but yep, he is going to lose momentum given that the two cars he is chasing are both in the slipstream. He's kind of no man's land here. He really needs Nicholas Heath to catch up and start helping him along, which it looks like Heath is doing. He's got Jared Williams coming very quickly with him indeed, and in fact the view that he's got is going to be pretty good. As you can see, the three-way battle for the lead of the race. Heath still got Williams and Sanders with him, as Buhagiar and Blake temporarily swap positions. They're running absolutely side by side, and here comes Nicholas Heath to make it an absolute monster battle up at the front. Blake now with a decision. Is he going to stay on the inside line? In fact, Buhagiar joins him on the inside line. He's seen the rest of the cars coming, and now Blake thinking about the outside line. In fact, he might have to go to the outside line because of where Heath's positioned. He does indeed. There's Jay Stern coming into the pits, and what a run they've got around the outside. Buhagiar gets the old dozy-do pulled on him from Lucas Blake. Blake now up into second place, and Heath, while all this is going on, he's got Jared Williams going round his outside. We're about to see Williams just appear over the top of the bonnet there, which he does. Buhagiar with a bit of a wiggle. He's making that one interesting for the fans. He almost lost at the back end of the car there. Jared Williams is right in touch with this one as well. He did have a run, as we saw a moment ago, around the outside. Heath couldn't make it. Could not make that move stick. Oh, as they go side by side up at the front. Yeah, they're all spreading out. I would certainly be keen to use the slipstream here to try and get myself a bit of a gap to the rest of it. Not happening at the moment. Just slightly further down the field, Matthew Searle, the only other driver in with the shout of winning the championship this season, he gets the move done on Sanders. That gets Searle back up to 7th position, but running pretty much on his own now. So it's going to be a big ask for him to catch up to the cars ahead. Here is Buhagiar once again. Looking very quick. It's himself and Lucas Blake up at the front. Tom Williams and Nicholas Heath now there side by side, and it looks like it's going to be Heath. He's got himself up on the podium temporarily. Williams and Williams, though, it could be an interesting one if these two get close enough to work together. Certainly close enough up at the front with the top two, Buhagiar and Blake. We're 46 laps deep. We are very nearly at the halfway mark. We've seen the main runners and riders take one pit stop each just before or between 30 and 40 laps deep into this one, so they'll be hoping to try and run to the end. I do think there's a possibility we're going to see another safety car, given the issues that we've seen for some of the drivers so far. It could certainly, that is close. It could certainly all come back together once again with another safety car. They do like to get down on that apron, and we've seen a couple of cars inadvertently on the grass. Buhagiar still piling on the pressure. He is looking to get himself into the lead if he can, although he knows here second place is good enough to win the championship, especially with Matthew Searle being down in 7th place, although Searle is catching up to the back of Llewellyn, and I'll tell you what, he really is catching up to Llewellyn. The Triumph race car flies around the outside. Llewellyn absolutely standing still in comparison to Searle there. I think Searle would have preferred if he could have stayed a bit closer so he could use the slipstream from the car behind to catch up, but that's Searle back up to 6th position, so he'll be hoping for another safety car to get himself back into the hunt. The hunt which sees Buhagiar, Heath, Williams and Williams all chasing Lucas Blake out at the front. That is now 48, there we go, 49 laps deep. That is Blake in the lead. The gains should be up on screen. So yeah, Blake back where he started. Jared Williams still up those 9 places, so a phenomenal race by Jared. He's getting all the style points this week, that is for absolutely sure. It's a great start by him. And he's caught up to teammate Tom Williams as these two up at the front are still battling away. Nicholas Heath finding himself tucked nicely into 3rd position with the two Williams chasing him down, but it was Buhagiar and Blake that are still dancing up at the front for the lead. That is the halfway mark reached and breached for round number 9. We've got half a race and 1.5 races left to go, and the half race is still very much on. As these two duel it out for the top spot. Any of these 5 could win it. In fact, realistically, any of the drivers could still win it. One safety car is all it will take to bring them all back together again. The chasing group is being led by Michael Sanders. Now, as you can see, Matthew Serrell tucked in there. He's got Ryan Llewellyn, Jason Hutchins, Daniel Hutchins, Jordan Rich, all not too far behind. Oh, in fact, sorry, Jordan Rich is a fair bit down the road, actually. He is completely on his own. Brendan Johnson is actually right in the mix with some of these other drivers. He has got 9th behind him and 8th ahead of him. So an interesting little no man's land he finds himself in. Let's see what's still going on up at the front. It is still Nicholas Heath chasing down at the top two. And you can see, wow, he really has chased down the top two. He's got himself right in the hunt. Heath has got previous podiums here at TRL, and he is looking to add to that one if he can. He's got Williams though, who is, in fact, there's Jared and... Oh, so these two are actually running side by side. Oh, just about. Yeah, the two Williams are running just about side by side. They need to be running nose to tail. Yeah, there's different lines taken by all the drivers across that start-finish line now. It's an interesting little battle that we've got going on here. And the drivers will be settling into a groove if they can. They've got a long way to go till the end of the race, so they're going to be thinking about the tyres as well. Now, of course, you cannot rely on a safety car to appear. If that is your plan, yeah, more often than not, that is when you're least likely to see one. As soon as you're banking on one appearing, it's amazing how quickly they can dry up and everyone suddenly is able to get their car safely around. Oh, and I tell you what, Nicholas Heath, definitely looking the quicker of the three of them here at the moment. He's really using that slipstream well and applying that pressure to the two ahead of him. The two Williams not able to both encroach on that gap at the moment, and in fact Jared looks like he might be getting left behind ever so slightly. That gap now sitting a half a second. He really needs to keep a couple of very quick lines over the next couple of laps to try and catch up to the slipstream train that is taking off ahead of him. Oh, I tell you what, look how quick Heath is looking. Oh, and that's a bit of a wiggle there from Behager. That's going to cost him a bit of time, and that's going to send Heath thinking about a move up the inside. That's brought Tom Williams right into this one again as well. As we can see, flying in the track, the difference in top end speed between slipstream and no slipstream is pretty wild. And Ryan Llewellyn with a yellow flag, meatball flag, sorry. So Ryan Llewellyn, oh, he's got a whole lot of steering. Oh, and I tell you what, I hope he got slowed down there, or that's going to be a black flag drive-through. But that is Ryan Llewellyn finding himself into the pits. Back on board with the battle up at the top, though, it is Blake v. Behager still with Nicholas Heath. Still the main protagonist to eject both of them from these top two spots so far. Tom Williams, of course, running in 4th position where he qualified. Oh, the two of them are going to go side by side ahead of him. Is this going to be the invitation that Heath needs to take 2nd spot from Behager? Behager wisely stays in the slipstream of Lucas Blake ahead of him. Now drops down ever so slightly. Of course, Blake pulling onto the inside line. It's an absolute game of cat and mouse up at the front so far. There's been a couple of opportunities that have temporarily opened up there, but the momentum that the car's on the outside, swooping down onto that inside line, closing the door every time. Heath is still firmly in the hunt though. As you can see, he is right on the rear spoiler of Behager. The slightest mistake here and Behager's going to find himself ejected from 2nd again. They take the high line. Heath using a bit more tyres, keeping it on the inside line. He's confident on that inside line. Let's see what kind of exit he gets here. The outside certainly less detrimental to the tyres. So I think Blake and Behager doing a bit more tyre management at the moment. Heath has just got it absolutely pinned trying to catch up. Bit of a ballet going on, the two of them ahead. And again, you can see just how much of a corner exit he's getting. He has to lift just before the apex because he's not quite close enough to get side by side. Ends up running himself high and then back down low. Blake is on the outside line again. Heath Very good exit out of that last corner. Catches right up to the back of Buhagiar, but not quite close enough to get himself up that inside line. So it is as you were for the top three. Tom and Jared Williams, as you can see, got a good look at this one as well. This is on board with Jared Williams. That's Tom just ahead of him. And again, likes to run that high line and then drop down into lane number 1. And I tell you, as we've come off that, it looks like Nicholas Heath has finally got that move done. He has certainly got himself side by side. Buhagiar is still holding second place on the tower, but it's going to be Heath tearing up that inside line. Is he going to manage to make this one stick? Nope, the slipstream again. Oh, and he's trying to pull into the slipstream. He's run a bit deep. That's going to cost him momentum. And here comes Tom Williams putting him under pressure. So Heath temporarily putting Buhagiar under pressure for second place. He's not managed to make it stick, and he's put himself under pressure from Tom Williams. We're 61 laps in. It's Lucas Blake leading the way. Championship leading Lewis Buhagiar is in second place. It's Heath third, Williams and Williams fourth and fifth, with Sanders and Searle 6th and 7th. Hutchins and Rich rounding out the top 10. Brendan Johnson and Rob Tilley 11th and 12th. It does look like Ryan Llewellyn and Jay Stern are both out of the race, unfortunately. So early bath for them, as Nicholas Heath again applying the pressure. And I tell you what, the two up at the front are getting very close indeed. Buhagiar looks like he is that little bit quicker than Lucas Blake at the moment. These two are going to be absolutely loving this battle that they've got going on up at the front, although maybe not so much pretty soon, because it is going to be a four-way battle for the lead of the race. If Williams can just hang into that slipstream again, he just lets himself run a bit wide, although he's got himself a good exit. Is he just keeping up? No, he's just that 2/10 behind. Needs to get himself that little bit closer, and the slipstream from the three cars ahead will certainly pull him along. He could challenge Heath for third place and get himself a slingshot right onto the back of Buhagiar's bumper if he can get the exit that he needs. These three still running absolutely nose to tail. Oh, and Heath having a bit of a wiggle there. He meant to go for the high line, really had to pull it back onto that bottom line. Almost lost the back end, and he's almost lost third position there, because Tom Williams is still on a charge. And as I say that, he does drop that ever so slightly back behind, but it's still absolutely nose to tail up at the front of the front of the pack. A very good shot of Lucas Blake's livery there. With the hands on the back, but it is Blake leading the way. That's 65 laps. We've seen two safety cars so far. You can see by the track map the groups have spread out a bit. It is this top 5 cars that are still very much in the hunt for the podium position. Matthew Searle, this race has not gone the way he would have hoped. 120 points behind Blake. He really needed, at bare minimum, Searle needs to finish on the podium, if not the race win, and hope that Buhagiar finishes off the podium. Of course, it's oval racing, all things that are still possible with 34 laps left to go, but it's certainly looking a dim and distant chance that Searle has got. So Buhagiar could well wrap up the championship in today's race. Is this a one-stop race? I think so. Oh, Buhagiar with a touch of the wall. I think given the prominence of the safety cars, we could well see drivers coming in and taking 2 stops, but certainly their plan, I'd imagine, is going to be to try and one-stop this. They came in just before the 40 lap mark to get those tyres changed under that safety car, so there is going to be a bit of tyre wear, but the amount of time lost through the pit stop could well be negated by the cars staying out on older tyres. We'll see how much grip they've got. Buhagiar managing to hold on to the car. Only 0.4 of a second separating the top 4 cars. Jared Williams is now 0.6 of a second behind, so he is dropping back into no man's land, as Heath is still putting the pressure on Buhagiar, who's still putting the pressure on Lucas Blake up at the front. It's all about the top 4 now. Oh, he's dropped quickly. Oh, and that is an uncomfortable manoeuvre there from Nicholas Heath. And how is that not a yellow flag? And how is that not shown up on my incident? Oh, they're both still running there. Nicholas Heath with an unfortunate contact. Right, we're going to have to cheat a little bit. My apologies, because that's not shown up. So let's just rewind. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. Get another look at this. Oh yeah, Jared and Tom Williams making their way through. So Heath tried to get himself through there. Oh, so Behadjer's had a bit of a wiggle. Heath is on that outside line. Yeah, the two of them have just, one's moved left, one's moved right. They've made huge contact. You've seen just how much that slowed them up. And that's let both the Williams through. And that is now an interesting position for Behadjer, because he's been overtaken by Matthew Serrell. Matthew Serrell is now ahead of Lewis Behadjer, who's come into the pits to get the damage repaired. So 70 laps gone, 30 laps left to go. He is going to come back out on exceedingly fresh tyres. So we'll see what he can do from there, but that is not what he was planning. And Matthew Serrell, I did say things could suddenly change here in an oval race, and they certainly have. Matthew Serrell up to 6th, Lewis Behadjer and now down into 10th position, and Lucas Blake, he did say last week he was looking forward to this course, and he has now got himself a very, very, very good chance of winning this one. And in fact, he is catching up to some lap traffic ahead of him. That is Jordan Rich that he's catching up to the back of. This might actually help Rich catch up as well, but that is massively spread out the field. As you can see, Lucas Blake now 3.5 seconds ahead of Williams, who's a second and a half ahead of Heath. We've got Jared Williams in 4th, Michael Sanders in 5th position. Matthew Serrell in 6th place, Daniel Hutchins in 7th, Jason Hutchins in 8th, Jordan Rich in 9th. Oh, bless me, my goodness, honestly, as soon as you even mention spring, my hay fever goes wild. And there is Lewis Behadjer back out the pits in 10th place. Now, as I say, he is going to be on exceptionally fresh tyres, but there's now 4 positions between himself and Matthew Serrell. So what looked like it was going to be a long run to the race, a long run to the end of the race for Serrell, it's now got a bit more meaning to it, because he is looking to finish this 4 positions ahead, and this does make it an interesting one. If he can sneak another position or 2, it really does make the championship running a very interesting one. And speaking of run-ins, let's see if Heath and Williams are about to swap positions. I'll tell you what, Heath has got a very good run there. Williams almost standing still as Heath sends it up the inside line. Going to be side by side on the exit, as well does Williams have enough momentum on that outside line across the start finish line to hold on to the position. He does temporarily, but I think Heath is going to take this one, and he is indeed. That is Nicholas Heath up to 2nd place. Again, none of this is going to have much of a bearing on the championship. It's all about Lewis Behadjer, who is a lap down. He is now praying for a safety car. That's him just getting onto the lead lap as Rob Tilley makes another trip into the pits. So that is Tilley coming in for another trip into the pits as Heath and Williams. Oh, what's going on there? Nicholas Heath is just massively slowed down. What's going on there? Right, the replay isn't working, so we're just going to have to go for a straight rewind. Apologies. But let's see what's happened to Heath. Oh, he's locked up and lost the back of the car almost. Oversteer, he's trying to dab the brakes. Yep, a lot of grip and a lot of momentum lost there, and that is Heath massively ejected from the podium. It's now Blake from Williams. Wow, so what a run by Jared Williams, up 11 places. Oh, as Brendan Johnson picks up a meatball flag. Wow, they call it Echo Park. There's going to be more echoing from the pit lane than there is from the track today. That's Brendan Johnson in with a meatball flag. That's going to get Rob Tilley a lap back on him there. Oh, wow. Again, not sure what's happened to Johnson there, but Oh, he had a double entry in the pits as well. He might have picked up a drive-through. Oh, that would be an absolute nightmare. Right, we've got Lucas Blake here. He is on the back of Jordan Rich. He'll be hoping the blue flag past as quickly as possible. Oh my God, I'm going to win a tenner. Don't spend it all in the one place now, Oscar. Remember, a bit of fiscal responsibility goes a long way. Let's go Lucas. Oscar absolutely cheering on Lucas, who is looking for another race win. Again, Lucas did say he was looking forward to the final 2 rounds. He did fancy his chances. He's really putting on a championship charge, and it really is going to be a case of what could have been if he'd done a better start to the season. It really didn't go his way, as I say, at the start of the season. But he has done wonders in the second half, and he's looking good up here at the top of the field. We are well into the race now, 80 laps in with 20 laps left of the 100 here at round number 9, and there is Rich coming into the pits. Or it looked like, yeah, Rich is pulling into the pits now. He's pulled into the pit lane very early there. That's going to cost him a whole lot of time. Williams and Williams still running in second and third. There's confirmation that Jordan Rich comes into the pits. Nicholas Heath in 4th place. Let's see where our championship protagonists are. Matthew Serrell is in 6th position. With those pit stops, there's some smoke on the tyre. Someone's just sort of lock up. There is Lewis Bihager running in 8th place. So he's closed the deficit to 2 points. So he is going to 2 positions. So he is going to lose points to Serrell, but not nearly as many as he was potentially about to with that 4-spot deficit he was facing after that unfortunate contact with Nicholas Heath. Heath now running in 4th place, and Bihager in 8th has got Rob Tilley in 11th hunting him down. We'll see if these two can work together to catch back up. They're going to have to go some if there are. Tom Williams is certainly closing up to Lucas Blake. We'll see if any of them do come in to take another pit stop. It does have potential. I think Lucas is just going to nurse these tyres now and bring home the top spot if he can. He certainly can't come into the pits unless Williams does, although Williams really has got some momentum there. He's massively closed that gap. He's got to within a 10th and a half in absolutely no time at all, and that gap is now getting a lot closer to a 10th. No, it's just gone back out again. So the race win certainly not decided by any means. And where is Bihager? Yeah, Bihager is now 16 seconds down on Hutchins. And more importantly for him, Serrell is 11 seconds down on 5th. So it looks like 6th and 8th for these two. So Serrell will close the gap ever so slightly. So technically speaking, the championship will go down to next week. That 120 point deficit will drop by about 30 points. Someplace in that region. I will double check when we get to the end and we'll see where we are. It is the top 2 at the moment, Blake versus Williams up at the top of the tower and looking to bring home the race win. We've got 15 laps left to go. We've got less than a 10th and a half separating these two. Once again, Lucas managing the tyres perfectly at the minute. We'll see who's still got more rubber come the end of the race. Williams just lurking in that slipstream at the moment. They've got 1.8 seconds back to teammate Jared Williams, who is still the best improver in the field. 11 places he's made up. Michael Sanders, after a rough start to the race, he's actually running in 5th position, so he's made up 7 places on where he qualified. And he has got 3.5 seconds to make up to Heath. He's already had a couple of mistakes so far, so that could be a battle in waiting. We shall see. Oh, Johnson is out with the race as well. Came in with a meatball flag, hasn't come back out with it, so that's Johnson, Llewellyn and Jay Stern. Oh, and look how close they're getting. Lucas doing a really good job of managing these tyres as well as possible while maintaining the gap to Williams behind, although he might just be inviting Jared Williams. Is it easier for him to defend against Tom if Jared is trying to overtake Tom, or is he just making it a bit more difficult for himself as the Phantom Sim Sport duo are now fully focused on taking that race win. The top 2 spots are tantalisingly close for the Phantom team, and here you can see Jared closing right up on this battle, and they've got 3.5 seconds back to Nicholas Heath, although yeah, a bit closer to 3 seconds, but about 3 seconds back there, so they certainly won't be focused on what's going on behind them. Not nearly as much as what's going on ahead, that's for sure. Searle is still 12 seconds down. Buhagiar is closing. I do think it's going to be a big ask for him to get any more positions before the end of the race, but it's oval, it's Echo Park, anything can happen in the closing 12 laps of round number 9 here of the Tasman Racing League Oval Series. Of course, brought to you by Eskimo Tech. Oh, and there goes Buhagiar unlapping himself. Wow, look at the speed he's got. How is he? Oh, because he's on the fresher tyres. My apologies, of course. Oh, and Rob Tilley gets the door closed on him, and Jared Williams has taken advantage of that. And Tom Williams has managed to get himself in the lead. He's taken advantage of Lewis Buhagiar unlapping himself there, and that's put Tom Williams in the lead of the race. That is a very good overtake. And yeah, let's get another replay brought to you by Eskimo Tech. You can see here, Buhagiar is the driver that goes around the outside, and Tom Williams says, yeah, okay, thank you very much. If you want to clear the way, I will follow you around the outside. He jumps on to that slipstream and goes right round the outside there, follows the fresh tired Buhagiar around the outside and gets himself into the lead of the race. Blake now got himself a bit of work to do to catch up, as he finds himself, in fact he's not even sandwiched between the Williams at the moment, because Rob Tilley is in there. So Rob Tilley in 11th finds himself chasing down second place, whereas first and second are now chasing down Lewis Buhagiar. He's on the fresher tyres and he is leading the way. Let's see what he can see off his rear wheel, and there it is there. So that's the battle for the lead of the race. It's a strange one, being on board with Buhagiar. He's out in front, but he is not leading. He's certainly leading him out on track. 92 laps done. We've got 8 laps left to go, as Tom Williams about to bring himself home a very solid race win. It's going to be Williams and Williams on the podium. That is quite the turnaround for the team. Or is Lucas Blake going to manage to steal that win? I tell you what, Blake's actually been overtaken by Tilley. So Tilley now finds himself between the top 2. He'll be trying to stay with that battle as much as possible. Blake Buhagiar pulls right down onto the apron. The rest of the cars disappear from sight for a moment. Here he comes back onto track. Oh, and that is Tilley almost becoming a kingmaker there, because Lucas is trying to chase down. Oh, and these two have managed to get their way through, so that is Tilley managed to get past the race leader as well. But here comes Lucas Blake. He's got that inside line. He is going to follow Tilley through potentially. No, he's not going to manage to make it, but it has put him right back onto the back of the race leader. So we've got a battle for the lead with 6 laps left to go. And Blake getting a very good exit out of the last corner. Williams almost getting bogged down by the car ahead. A bit of indecision on Blake's line there, and that's cost him a whole lot of time. And of course he doesn't really have much in the way of tyres at the moment. Neither does Tom Williams. But what Tom Williams does have is a whole lot of slipstream being provided by the back markers. Oh, and I tell you what, I said that it was going to be unlikely Lewis Buhagiar was going to get an overtake done. He's now only 3 seconds behind Daniel Hutchins. So all these cars running in the slipstream, that is getting Buhagiar ever closer to Hutchins. So that is going to be another position potentially to help negate the damage done by the points loss to Searle ahead of him. Searle still running in 6th place. He stayed at the 10-second mark, so he hasn't been able to close in on Michael Sanders, certainly as much as he would have hoped. Unlike Buhagiar, who's now 1.8 seconds behind. Daniel Hutchins is going at a snail's... Yeah, he's on his own. So Daniel Hutchins running completely on his own, unlike Lewis, who has a whole slipstream train behind him. He is being chased down by Rob Tilley, Tom Williams and Lucas Blake. So first and second chasing down 11th and 8th at the moment. Way these oval races go. Ooh, he's having a look at the inside line. Is he going to put another lap up? He is indeed, and more importantly for him, put a car between himself and Lucas Blake. Owen Buhagiar, he's about to get the position done. This is another one, so this will help seal the championship as he absolutely flies past there. You can see the difference of the cars being in and out of the slipstream. That is Daniel Hutchins. He's getting left absolutely standing. They've just motored past him. He wasn't even able to latch on to the slipstream himself, but that has put Buhagiar now only 1 point behind, 1 position, sorry, behind Matthew Serrell. So that's his championship charge. Well and truly back on track. It does mean he needs to finish ahead, 4 places ahead. If it stays like this, he needs to finish 4 places ahead of Serrell next week to make sure he wraps up the championship. Who is going to wrap up the race win here? Tom Williams up 3 places on where he started in the race. Jared Williams up 11 places on where he started. Lucas Blake looking to get back to where he started. He took pole position. He's sending this one around the outside. Does he have... Now, more importantly for Williams, actually, he's going to be on the old tyres. He's trying to hold that inside line. He's also holding the slipstream. Whoa, there we go. Just trying to force Blake as wide out as possible. We're about to get a yellow flag. We're halfway through the penultimate lap as Blake gets his nose just back in front by a 1/4 of a tenth of a second. Down onto the apron goes Williams at the start of the lap. The start of the final lap, they're absolutely side by side as the white flag waves. The excitement is too much for the commentator. Clearly, we've got Blake and Williams battling for the race lead as championship leader Buhagiar watches it in his rear view mirror as he is leading them away. On, Michael Sanders has come into the pit. Sanders has come into the pit. Serrell's made another position. So that does make it a bit more interesting, but it's going to be Tom Williams who's going to take the checkered flag. Surely he is indeed. What a run to the line for Tom Williams, bringing home the race win. Lucas Blake was 2nd place, and it's going to be Jared Williams making it 3rd. That is double on the top steps for Phantom Sim Sports. Absolutely falling over myself here. Nicholas Heath finishing in 4th. It's Matthew Serrell who's looking to bring home 5th position, but he's got Lewis Buhagiar at 1 spot behind him. Points deficit between these two will close. Won't be as much as Serrell would have liked, but certainly is more than it was looking at the start of the race. And championship leading Buhagiar comes across the line in 6th position. Tom Williams bringing home the race win. An incredible drive for both Williams drivers for Phantom Sim Sports, and they find themselves up at the top. 2 of them on the podium. And there we go, and we can get a look. Oops, apologies. We can get a look at the classified results. So it is Williams, Blake and Williams on the podium. Nicholas Heath in 4th, Matthew Serrell in 5th, Buhagiar 6th, Hutchins in 7th, Sanders in 8th, Hutchins 9th, Jordan Ritz in 10th, Rob Tilley, Brendan Johnson, Ryan Llewellyn and Jay Stern all unfortunately unable to finish the race. What a race that was though. Yeah, Lucas getting cleared on in the chat, and Oscar won't be winning himself that £10 unfortunately. It was looking good right down to the end, but hasn't managed. But Lucas hasn't managed to quite sign, seal and deliver that one. We should be getting a couple of drivers in the chat. Doesn't look like we've got the Williams coming. We do have Lucas jumping into the chat, so we will get Lucas joining us on the radio, and hopefully we can make everything work. Yeah, no, things are going a bit weird at the moment, but yeah, we've got Lucas. In fact, yes, no, we do have the podium drivers joining us in chat. So we'll start with Jared Williams, who finished, of course, in third place, if I can make this work. For some reason on the radio it's not working. But yeah, Jared Williams joining us in the commentary box. Jared, that was quite the race that you had today there. Up 11 places to make it onto the podium. How did qualifying go, and did you expect such a turnaround in the race to finish up on the podium?
I was having my dinner.
So there you go, folks. 200 IQ strat. Don't qualify. Spend time eating your dinner, and you'll find yourself up on the top, up on the podium. But yeah, it was a solid race out there for Phantom Sim Sports. Of course, Jared, 2 years finishing on the podium. How did you enjoy that battle up at the front?
It was great fun.
And what, as far as the pit strategy goes, were you expecting many safety cars this week? Because we only saw 3, I believe, a couple of big incidents, but certainly the safety cars not as prominent this week as they were last week.
No, I actually wasn't expecting too many, being a super speedway.
Yeah, they do manage to fly under the radar a bit. And of course, we've got Michigan next week. How are you looking forward to that one?
It's going to be great fun. Hopefully I can make it.
Okay, so yeah, well, hopefully, because yeah, it'd be good to see Phantom Sim Sports back up on the podium, and now it finally works. Excellent. But yeah, great drive, Jared. All the style points this week, my friend. 11 places up onto the podium. That is not too bad a showing at all. So yeah, congratulations. Hopefully we'll see you again for Michigan next week, and thanks very much for joining us in the commentary box.
Thank you very much.
There we go then, folks. Jared Williams. Now Lucas Blake. He may have some apologising to do, Oscar Dobbins. He's just cost him a tenner. He took pole position, couldn't quite hold on to the race win. I suspect it might have been tyres at the end, Lucas. How was that race for you?
Ain't got no gas in it. Ran out coming into turn 4. But other than that, it was a thriller. Had a lot of fun early in the race, scrapping with Tom and Lewis, and then it turned into a fuel race late, and I thought I was going to have it. I thought I nailed the move, but I miscalculated very slightly. But yeah, I'm happy with second, and yeah, I want to say congrats to Tom on a job well done. Nice job stretching the fuel, man.
Yeah, it was a great race out there today. You were confident going into this one. We've got Michigan next week. How are you feeling ahead of the season finale? And it's been, I did mention at the start, Lucas, it's certainly been a season of two halves for you. You didn't get the best of starts to the season, but you're certainly racking up the podiums towards the second half. Is that a trend you're looking to continue for Michigan next week?
Yeah, I really like Michigan. I feel like my results in TRL haven't always shown that. I've been on the wrong strategies. I've got caught up in trouble, but it's a track where I've got pace. It's going to be tire management again, and my tire management in this car is not great. So it's definitely going to be a challenge to get a win there, but I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, nice. Well, we are certainly looking forward to it. Congratulations on today's podium. Oh, so close to the race win. And congratulations on putting together another phenomenal season here at Tasman Racing League Ovals. It's been an absolute delight, and I'm almost saddened that we're going into the final week next week. But yeah, congratulations for tonight, and we're looking forward to seeing what Lucas can do next week. So there we go, that was Lucas Blake. Now on to our race winner, of course, Tom Williams. Let's see if we can... Oh, that's broken again. There we go. But Tom Williams joining out. Tom, quite the event for Phantom Sim Sport. A combined 14 positions yourself and Jared made up today, and a race win, first and third overall. But of course, the race win for you. How was that race for you out there today? It looked like a whole lot of fun.
It's certainly wasn't the race I was expecting, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to turn into a fuel race. I thought the draft was going to be a lot more effective than it was. But no, it was nice and clean until, I don't know, there was a bit of a moment or just after halfway that sort of spread us out a little bit. Surprised the caution wasn't thrown there too, but for everyone to get basically over the line, running out of fuel or just didn't make it. Like, yeah, that was super impressive by all.
Oh, sorry, my timing tower. And yeah, a fuel race as it turned out at the end. I was asking Tom, what do you expect? I was asking Jared, were you expecting slightly more safety cars? I mean, super speedways, they're not synonymous with safety cars, certainly. But it did seem a couple of drivers getting caught out by fuel at the end. What are you expecting? Maybe another safety car or two before the end of the race to help pit and get some more fuel in the car?
I was fully expecting multiple cautions. Not to say driving standards, but you know, it is Atlanta, new Atlanta, and it is a chaotically fast circuit. So yeah, I was expecting a lot more personally. So pleasantly surprised and always up for the challenge to try and save that much fuel, because I hit empty as soon as we crossed the start finish line. So another lap I would have been buggered. So yeah, it was that close.
Wow, keeping it right down to the end. Absolutely love it. I don't know why that keeps changing. We've got 80 laps of Michigan next week for the season finale. Are we going to see another Phantom Sim Sport duo on the podium, do we think?
Look, I'd hope so. Wednesday nights, unfortunately, is a commitment busy night for me, hence why I've missed out a majority of the season, but I'd love to be there for the finale, and I'm hoping that next season both Jared and I will be able to put in a full season effort so Lewis can't run away with it.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, because he has done well this season, unfortunately. But no, listen, Tom. Great driving today. Absolutely phenomenal battle that we were treated to up at the front of the field. Congratulations on the win, and of course, congratulations to Phantom Sim Sport for bringing home 2 spots on the podium, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much. Just before you kick me out, thank you to all at TRL for running this. It's a lot of fun on a Wednesday night, especially the oval side. Thoroughly enjoy it, and yes, we certainly hope to see you next season.
Indeed, yeah, looking forward to it. We do have Lewis in the commentary box, but we'll get a quick word from our championship leader. I think he's just about been crowned championship. Lewis, an interesting race for you there today, and a bit of a touch with Nicholas Heath sent you tumbling down the pack, but you are still looking good to retain this championship. How was that race for you?
Oh yeah, it's a chaotic one. I think it's official. I think I've actually, think I've won the championship. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, I was having a pretty good race there. Just unlucky with the contact.
I will back Lewis up. Sorry to butt in, but Matt needed to beat him by 3 positions today to stay alive in the championship hunt, and he only beat him by 1, so that should give it to you, Lewis. Congrats on a great season.
Oh,
Thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, there we go. Confirmation. We had your wins here at the Tasman Racing League Oval Series. It's been an interesting season so far, Lewis. You have been pretty dominant up on the podiums. How was the I mean, it's obviously panned out quite well for you. A bit of a jump scare on tonight's race, but it's been an absolutely solid season. You must be delighted with how you've performed over the opening 9 rounds so far.
Yeah, it's certainly been a pretty good season for me. There's no doubt about it that I needed a car change to maybe get up there. Lucas was just absolutely so dominant in the trucks, and yeah, I really needed the car change to finally try and beat him. But yeah, I'm glad to not let him win 3 in a row. As he said, he got bored with it.
He is a very generous man, as ever, Lucas. He doesn't mind handing about the championship win. So yeah, very generous of him. And obviously, we've got the final round next week, Lewis, at Michigan. 80 laps around there. Are we going to see our series champion bringing home another race win?
Oh, mate, I'll certainly try. We're in a pretty good position this week. I was just trying to save fuel sitting in second. I didn't want to lead. I just wanted to run second. I thought I was fairly safe there, but yeah, obviously got a little bit of contact. I would have loved to see how it went to the end because I was looking pretty good on fuel.
Indeed, yeah, your mic's gone a little bit ropey there, so perfect time to bring the interview to an end. But yeah, huge congratulations, Lewis. We'll no doubt speak to you next week and get a full confirmation. But yeah, pretty much is confirmed after today's results that you are the Season 3 champion here at the Tasman Racing League Oval. So huge congratulations for that, and certainly looking forward to see what you do in the season finale in Michigan next week.
Thanks for that, John, and thanks for the whole season. Thanks to Hybrid Sim Sports, and thanks to everyone watching.
Indeed, there we go then, folks. That is our series champion, has been crowned Tasman Racing League's Oval Season 3. The results on screen confirming that Lewis Buhagiar is our championship leader. Championship winner, sorry. So huge congratulations to him and to everyone that's taken part so far. But never fear, we will be back for 80 laps of Michigan next time out here at the Tasman Racing League Oval Series, sponsored by Eskimo Tech. Make sure you go over to their website to help support a company supporting our beloved sim racing. That is all we've got time for here on TrackSpotTV, though. Thanks to everyone that's tuned in. Thanks to everyone that's been in the chat. Apologies to Oscar Dobbins, couldn't win that tenner. I'm sure if you hit Lucas up in the DMs, he will sort you out with that one, so make sure you give him a shout. As I say, we'll be back tomorrow for the Road Series, another championship that Mr. Buhagiar has certainly got the dog in the fight on that one. So make sure you tune in tomorrow here at TrackSpotTV to see the penultimate round of the Road Series. And of course, we'll be back next week for the conclusion of both series, only here on TrackSpotTV. Until then, stay safe, take it easy, and have a great rest of your night. Good night.